ancient civilization. Before you begin, one look at the photographs of Petra. Do you know who lived there in past? What do you think life was like back then? Discuss with a partner. Nabateans lived in Petra. Their life was difficult then. 2. Read the lesson to the text and check your answer to exercise 1. Who were the Nabateans? In Petra, Jordan, there lie the remains of a majestic city carved out of the desert rock. This city was the main area inhabited by the Nabateans, who migrated gradually from Arabia during the 6th century. Originally, they were a nomadic people who chose to still in various places such as southern Jordan, the Naqib Desert, northern Arabia. There is little known about the lifestyle of the Nabateans except that they were important traders in the ancient world. They might have traded goods such as spices, gold, and animals with civilization such as China, India, and Roma because of their convenient position at a commercial crossroads in the world. Many Roman writers wrote about what the Nabatean culture must have been like, but no one knows for sure. However, they agree that the language of the Nabateans could have been a mixture of Arabic and Aramaic. These Roman writers also say that the Nabateans were ruled by a royal family and that unlike many cultures in the ancient world, the Nabatean society might not have used any slave. In addition to that, the Nabateans must have been expert in engineering because they managed to build complicated water conservation system in the desert there. Despite archaeologists' best of effort, there is a limit to what they can tell us about these fascinating people who lived in Jordan such as a long time ago. All that it is still difficult to know much. They can't have been altered because there are some inscriptions that remain. However, sadly for us, most of the things the Nabateans made and owned have been too easily destroyed by time or lost in the desert. Grammar. Models for possibility in the past. قواعد أفعال تخمين في الماضي. Models for possibility in the past. أفعال المودلز التي تدل على الإمكانية في الماضي. Model verb زائد have زائد past participle. 1. Could have or might have زائد past participle تدل على إمكانية حدوث فعل في الماضي ولسنا متأكدين أنهم ستحدث أم لا. مثال: A volcano might have erupted in this country. من الممكن أن بركان ثار في هذه البلد. 2. Must have زائد past participle تدل على استنتاج شيء من الماضي وعندما نعتقد أنه الشيء فعل عليه يحدث عندما يكون لدينا دليل. I have forget my keys. I must have lost them on the desk. أضعت مفاتيحي. في الأغلب أضعتها على المكتب. 3. Can't have or couldn't have زائد past participle تدل على حدث نحن متأكدين منه كما أنه يدل على عدم تصديق الحدث. It couldn't have been أمل you met yesterday. لا يمكن أن تكون أمل التي شاهدتها أمس. He can't have fought with him. He is such a good man. لا يمكن أن يكون تعارك مع أنه رجل طيب. 3. Would or wouldn't have زائد past participle تدل على نتيجة محسومة في الماضي إذا الموقف كان في اختلاف. I would have visited him but he was out. كنت سأذهب لزيارته لكنه كان خارج المنزل. Complete the following sentence from the text using the past form of the modal verb and practice. Check your answer in the text. 1. They might have traded goods such as spices, gold, animals. 2. Many Roman writers wrote about what the Nabatean culture must have been like. 3. The language of the Nabateans could have been a mixture of Arabic and Aramaic. 4. The Nabatean society might not have used any slaves. 5. They can't have been ill-tolerated because there are some inscriptions that remain. 5. Choose the correct modal verb in sentence. Modal verb in practice. Check your answer in the text. 1. It must have been or couldn't have been Tom who you saw in the street yesterday. He's gone away for a week. 2. I am sorry to hear that your trip has been cancelled. That might have been or must have been a disappointment. 3. I don't know where I have put my glasses. I must have left or might have left them on my desk at home, or I might have left or couldn't have left them in car. 2. Read the word in the text box. Which words are related to the Minoan civilization? Check the meaning and any word you don't know and in the activity book glossary in a dictionary. Deposit. A layer developed in a particular place due to the natural disaster. Cattle, farm animals. Paved roads covered with a hard surface. Pieces together to something together. Navy, seagoing military force. 3. Read the article and check your answer into exercise 1. The Minoan civilization ruled the Mediterranean island of Crete for 1,500 years until it was destroyed in 1450. The Minoans built the first paved roads in Europe and introduced running water. They had a powerful navy, which might have been why they were such a strong civilization for so long. For many years, people have been trying to find out why this developing civilization might have disappeared. Even after Crete was hit by a large earthquake around 1700, the Mayans rebuilt their sites. So what caused their civilization to end? Many experts say that the end of Mayan civilization might have been caused by the eruption of volcano on the nearby island of Santorini almost 3,500 years ago. However, at Kores in Crete, scientists have been examining deposits of ash, marine species, cattle bones, and seashells in the soil. How could these deposits have got there? The only answer is that they must have been destroyed and created by a tsunami. Experts have now pieced together a possible explanation of what might have happened. They believe that several tsunamis might have hit the northern and eastern shores of the island every 30 minutes due to the eruption of the volcano on Santorini. It must have been a terrifying experience for the Mayans living there. 6. Complete the following paragraph with the word related to natural disaster from the book. Earthquake, volcano, flood, tsunami, tornado. Natural disasters happen all around the world. They can sometimes destroy cities and whole civilization. A flood happens when it rains too much. A large amount of water would overflow from a river or from a dam. Another natural disaster is the tornado, which is a powerful destructive windstorm. That's when violent wind rotates and destroys everything around them. A tsunami is a huge wave in the ocean that causes true damage to the land. The disaster can be caused by an earthquake when the earth shakes from deep inside, which in turn can be caused by the eruption of a volcano. Writing. 7. Imagine that you are born in another part of the country or even another country. Write a paragraph about things that would have been different about yourself. Use could not have or might not have. I might not have learned the same first language as I do now. I could have spoken English, French, or even Chinese. I might have been very poor or very rich. Who knows? I might have gone to go better school or lived in a better city. I might have had different brothers, sisters, and friends. My parents might have been other than what I have now. 2. Listen to a tour guide showing tourists around the city. Check your answer to exercise 1. Pommes was once a very busy commercial city near the modern city of Naples in Italy, and about 20,000 people lived here. Then on 24 August in the year 79, hot ash from the volcano eruption of Mount Vesuvius burned the intercity. In the 1600 Orthodox rediscovered the city's ruins under the ash and started learning about the life that people here must. This is the main street, Porta Marina. If you look down, you can see the stone rings where ships were tied on the dock. The sea must have summed right up here in those days. These streets must have been filled with shops, and still there might have been shooters driving here, just we are walking now. It is interesting to look up at Mount Vesuvius from his main square, the Forum. Of course, the people couldn't have known that they were in danger of a volcano eruption because the volcano hadn't erupted for more than 1,000 years. Here is an ancient take-away restaurant. These holes in the countries held the pots for food. Now, here we are at what must have been the finest holes in Bommel, the house of the fan with the lovely bronze statue of animal in garden. These 4 big stone cylinders were once the baker and the mill. The brick oven looked like a modern day pizza oven. Lastly, we arrived at Amsterdam. During Roman times there might have been up to 5,000 people here began interpreting. 9. Choose 2 everyday activities from Jordan past. Write a paragraph about each one. Use could not have, might have, not have, must not have. Bread making. Making bread must have been an everyday activity for all Jordanian families in the past. It must have been the first activity women did in the morning every day. They must have prepared the dough at night. It might have needed a lot of time to prepare. It might have been a training activity. Harvesting the crops. Harvesting the crop must have been the activity for all the Jordanian family members in the past. It might have been a year-long activity. Jordania must have used animals such as a donkey and horses to do such activity, or ancestors must have difficult levels.